Hey folks, it's JR. Welcome to Echoes of Shannon Street Case File. This is going to be another short story. It's going to be the interior review only from episode 1. So what I've basically done is taken episode 1 and I'm doing only the interior portion. So that's all I've done. I've just taken the interior portion, done a little editing to it, put it back out. That way it'll be a little shorter, and if you're just interested in what's going on in the house, then you can just watch this episode. It'll save you getting on episode 1 and having to jump around, just to give you options. Don't forget, folks, hit the subscribe button, link down in the description. Check out the podcast, get you a copy of the book, the documentary. Follow me on Twitter, go to my website, hit Facebook. Folks, I appreciate you. Hope you enjoy this edited version of the interior review. All right, now we have a diagram. This is an overview of the entire house. You can see how it's laid out. Now the house is only about 1,100 square feet. So I used to live in a house that had 1,200 square feet, so that is small. The thing, though, that if you notice, when you're looking at the diagram, though, if you notice, other than the bathroom, every room in the house has at least 2 doorways. Several of them have 3. The living room has 3. You have the front door. You've got the doorway that leads to the northeast bedroom. Then you can go into the hallway southbound, and that leads to the kitchen or the bathroom or the northwest bedroom. So some of these other episodes, we're going to see why that was significant and the problems it caused for the tactical unit when they made entry. Now, if you'll notice there in the living room, I don't know if you can see the little dots and the names that are written there in the living room, but one of the investigators actually got one of the suspects to mark the position of everybody that was in the house when Officer Swill and Officer Hester showed up, which I worked homicide and security squad and worked shooting, so that was whichever investigator that was, which we'll find out later, that's a good idea. It really helps when you're trying to figure out what happened. But the front porch would be the north end of the house. And if you notice back there at the extreme south end, the meeting room runs the length of the house. Now we've got the living room. This covers the eastern and center portions of the living room. You can see the X, that's by the front door. You can see part of the northeast bedroom at the bottom of the drawing. And then on the left-hand side of the drawing, you can see the doorway that leads to the hallway and the bathroom. Also, in later episodes, we'll go over those numbers and circles that you see on the living room, all about the living room. All right, next picture, that is the extreme northeast corner of the living room. The top of the picture, you can see the porch, and then you can see the police officer. You can see his shoes and his pants. He's actually standing in the threshold of the northeast bedroom. So that's the front door. You can just see the corner of the front door open. You can see the blood saturation in the carpet and on the wall. Now the next picture, this is another picture by the front door. You can actually see the door at the top of the picture. Just taken from a different angle. That picture was taken while standing in the doorway of the northeast bedroom. And we'll talk about the blood later and some of the items that are in the pictures that you may or may not have noticed when you looked at the crime scene pictures on my page. Next picture, that is the living room. That would be southern central portion of the living room, probably. It's so small, though, that almost everything's in the center. Now, that next picture we're looking at, that is the hanging table which is just about dead center of the middle of the room. You can see the couch at the top of the picture, bloody flashlight on the table. We'll talk about all that later. Next, that's the western portion of the living room, all the way to the west wall. Back top of the picture, you can see what I would call the glossary, or it's part of the numbers that you see circled. It tells you what each of those items are. And we'll go over all that, though. We're going to have several segments on the crime scene. You all get a taste of just how difficult and complex an investigation is, of this magnitude especially. All right, next picture, that's the couch in the living room. That's the north side of the living room. You see the windows. That's Race Will's jacket on the couch. You can see part of the chain holding up the hanging table. Next, that's the northeast bedroom. To the left there, you can see the entryway into the kitchen. To the right of the diagram would be the windows, and that's back northbound. Doorway leading into the living room, and the front door is at the top of the picture. East would be at the bottom of that picture there. I'm sorry, that diagram. Next, what you have is a picture of the northeast bedroom taken from the kitchen. You can see the refrigerator on the left, that range or oven on the right-hand side. You can see part of the window in the northeast bedroom. Next, we've got, that would be the northwest bedroom. That's actually the extreme southeast corner of that bedroom, northwest bedroom. Back to the left of that picture is the doorway that leads into the southwest bedroom. And then to the bottom right of that diagram would be where the doorway is that leads out into the hallway in the living room, or go straight to the kitchen or the bathroom. Next, you've got the extreme western portion of the northwest bedroom, southwest part of the bedroom window. Okay, this next picture, you're actually looking at that dresser that you saw or in the previous diagram. You can also see the window, and there's the bed. You're facing west. On the side of the wall would be the driveway, and then there would be the brick duplex. Now right here would be the kitchen, southwest, southwest side of the kitchen. You can see the doorway leads into the den. You see the doorway towards the top of the picture that leads into the hallway. You can see part of the bathroom. To the right of that, the right side of that picture, you can just see part of the refrigerator, which, if you remember the picture that was taken from the kitchen into the northeast bedroom, that's where that's at. Next picture, that is the east wall of the kitchen. East wall of the kitchen. So the person taking that picture stood with his back to where the refrigerator is, possibly in that doorway beside the refrigerator, facing back east. Next, you've got the southwest bedroom. East doorway is not on this particular part of the diagram. Back to the right, you can see the doorway leads into the northwest bedroom. You can see the west wall at the top of the picture and the window. Next, that's a picture of the extreme southern wall of the southwest bedroom. Next, you've got the den. Left of that picture, the left of that diagram, you can see the stairs that lead down to the meeting room. To the right of that diagram, you can see where you can walk into the kitchen. And then at the top, you can see the doorway that leads into the southwest bedroom. Also, at the top left of that picture, you see what's identified as the bar in the diagram. We're going to go to this next picture, and that is the bar in that southwest corner of the den. To the left of where this picture was taken would be the stairs that lead down to the meeting room. This next one is a diagram of the meeting room. That would be the middle eastern portions of the meeting room. The back door that leads out to the southern direction from the house would be to the bottom left. It's just out of the camera shot that was taken of this diagram. Next one, that's the extreme west side of the meeting room. You see the doorway that faces out west. Next picture, that's the meeting room. And we've got the next picture, that's also the meeting room. You can see the doorway. That's the west side of the meeting room. You see the doorway. If you step out that door, you'd be going west, and you would step out onto the driveway on the west side of the house. All right, folks, that's gonna wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed the little cut down version, a little short story of the interior. We're gonna leave it here. We'll have another full episode out just another day or so. And as always, I'll see you down the road.